This is New Orleans. Who is it? Who is it? This is New Orleans.
Shout out to the Canal Street Chronicles. They got the scoop at the New Orleans Saints. Still looking at defensive ends. Saints defensive line coach Bo Davis is meeting with Indiana. That's right, the Indiana Hoosier, the champions. Their edge rusher, Mikail Kamara. Now, this is from Aaron Wilson, the NFL insider, who this is prompting this article right here. And he talks about 24-year-old spent the first 2 seasons of his career with James Madison, posting 65 total tackles, 35 of which was solo, 2 passes defense. He had 11.5 sacks and 5 forced fumbles over that span. He earned second-team All-Sun Belt honors in 23 as a sophomore. Now, Kamara transferred to Indiana as a junior, where he earned first-team All-Big Ten and third-team All-American in his first season with the Hoosiers, after posting 47 total tackles, 19 solo, 1 pass broke up, and 10 sacks and 2 forced fumbles. This past season, Kamara helped lead Indiana to a national championship, earning Defensive Player of the Game honors. He finished his senior year with 34 tackles, 12 of which were solo, 1 pass defense, and only 2 sacks. He posted a 77.7 overall defensive grade on PFF, ranking 133rd among 852 edge rushers. His 78.4 pass rush grade ranked 122nd with 47 total pressures, while his 78.8 run defense grade earned a ranking of 105th of the position. Saints are currently focused on adding another pass rusher in the draft, and Kamara could be an intriguing developmental prospect for him. Shout out to Canal Street Chronicles. Let's also move into the NFL card on this play. From Hoosier Land, right? And talked about him. Let's get into his scouting report right here. They talk about some of his strengths, right? An explosive first step off the snap, consistent beats offensive tackles off the edge, natural leverage. He's 6'1", allows him to get underneath taller blockers. Refined pass rush plan with counters, including violent swim and need to a speed to power conversion. Ankle flexibility and bend around the arc let him flatten his rush path to the quarterback. Career pressure totals climbed each healthy season, peaking at 68 in 2024 against the Big Ten tackles. Effective as a run defender when asked to penetrate gaps and disrupt the backfield. Relentless effort on every snap with consistent backside pursuit and hustle to the ball. Proven ability to force fumbles in critical moments with 7 across his college career. Right? So this guy has some skill, man. He has some skill. His size is another issue, but he has willpower. His weaknesses are undersized frame, below average length, raises real concerns about holding edge against tackles. Coverage snaps were a disaster. Tight hips and stiff back pedal limit any drop back responsibilities. Sacks production fell sharply in 25, converting just 2 of his 59 pressure into sacks. Gets washed down the line against combo blocks and struggles to hold his ground at the point of attack. Now, the rest of the scouting report reads that Kamara's path to the NFL snaps runs through sub packages and designed pass rush roles. His burst off the line, hand usage, and ability to win with leverage rather than length give him a clear identity as a player who could pressure quarterbacks on obvious passing downs from the jump. The pass rush toolkit is advanced for a college prospect. He chains moves together. He has real power in his hands despite his frame, and he can bend the edge with the kind of ankle flexibility that translates. His 2024 production against Big Ten offensive lines were not a fluke of scheme of situation. The concerns are real, though the 25 sack numbers fell off a cliff even when maintained strong pressure rates, and whether that reflects the shoulder issue, bad luck, or just something more fundamental is worth watching. He's not a complete edge defender right now. Asking him to anchor against the run on early downs or drop into coverage will expose his limitations quickly. The frame is what it is, and there's no amount of technique will fully compensate for the length deficit against NFL caliber tackles in the running attack. The best version of Kamara at the next level is a rotational pass rusher in a 4-man front who can work off the edge on passing downs and stay fresh by splitting snaps. The combine snub feels like an overreaction based on his 25 sack totals without appreciating what happened around it. A national title, a championship game, MVP, and consistent pressure production. If the medicals check out, there's enough pass rush ability here to contribute early and developing into something with time. So there you go. That's the breakdown on Mikail Kamara, who the Saints coach Bo Davis is looking at this man. Like we're saying, we'll see what he can do at the next level. But the Saints have been doing this, fam. They've been doing their due diligence on seeing if they can find pass rush help with no AK-41. Excuse me, not AK-41. We know that Cam Jordan is still not signed to the Saints yet. He's still having issues there signing him, and nobody's really signed him yet. So we'll see how all that levels out. But even if the Saints did sign Cam Jordan, they still have to draft a defensive end, because even if they bring Cam back for a year or maybe 2 years, he's still toward the back end of his career. There's no guarantee that Cam could do a double-digit sack season again. We'd have Chris Rump back for a year, so there's still need to have more of a long answer at the backup defensive lineman position, right? And remember, Mick and Loomis' philosophy, Malik, y'all always say this, is that his philosophy is to pick a year ahead of a need. So this would definitely qualify. So Saints have 8 picks, 5 of them in the first 4 rounds. Kamara is somebody that Coach Bo Davis, who the Saints know he was responsible for picking up Vernon Brockton. He went and checked out Tennessee, a defensive lineman. And Bo Davis has this thing where he can see the talent out there and go after these guys. And they really listen when Coach Bo wants a player and he likes him. He usually ends up with him, like we seen what happened with Vernon Brockton, right? So what are y'all guys' thoughts on this player right here? Please feel free to put it in the comment section below. Tell me about this player, Kamara. What do you guys think about him? Or is there another particular player who the Saints should be looking at around this particular draft? Because this guy looks like he'll be a day 3 pick. Anybody you prefer in day 3 that you feel would be a good addition besides Kamara?
Who that say they gonna beat them Saints? Who that? Who that? Who that say they gonna beat them Saints? Who that? Who that? Who that say they gonna beat them Saints? Who that? Who that?
Hey, New Orleans! Whether you're catching up on Saints news at Jackson Square, checking Pelicans scores in the Garden District, or staying updated on LSU while grabbing coffee in the French Quarter, there's one place that keeps you connected to everything that matters in our city. From Bourbon Street to the Superdome, from Preservation Hall to the Riverfront, New Orleanians are staying in the know with the WhoDatDaily.com, your daily source for Saints, Pelicans, LSU, and all the sports, music, and culture that makes our city special. At work downtown, at a game in the Dome, or just relaxing by the Mississippi, wherever life takes you in the Big Easy, you can stay connected. Because when you're from New Orleans, you don't just live here. You stay in the NO. That's stay in the know. Visit the WhoDatDaily.com and never miss what matters most to Who Dat Nation.
Welcome to the Pro Shop, where we create authentic NOLA-inspired clothing for men, women, and children. From Saints jerseys to Pelicans gear, everything's crafted right here in New Orleans. Whether you're shopping the Pro Shop, the Pel Shop, or the Pro Shop Kids, we've got your whole family covered with genuine merchandise that represents our city's spirit. Check for links in the description section below or in the chat.